Bang! Welcome to Cryptocurrency Blockchain News, your daily cryptocurrency blockchain aggregated news show on YouTube. Look, it's going to be drinking. Look, it's going to be smoking. Look, it's going to be swearing. Look. Yeah, you've been warned. So look. Here I come in 3. Look, 2. Look, 1. Bang! Welcome, everybody. Black, white, gay, straight, Christian, Muslim, Jew. My name is Shomari Clarke. Welcome to Cryptocurrency Blockchain News, the greatest show on earth. The greatest show in the multiverse. Bang! Greatest show in the daggone multiverse. And we have a great show for you, just for you, special, today. Bang! Yes, we do. We have a great show for you today. Yes. So, just prepare myself here. So, story number 1. Oh, yeah, we do. I mean, this really is a great show. Like this shit right here is hardcore. So, Iota, I mean, they're always great. But I mean, this is just greater than the other greatness. All right, so look. Iota aims for standardization. So, we've been talking about it. You know, remember Fujitsu and Microsoft? They want to make Iota the standard, or a standard. And so do those, we read a couple of CEOs. Well, they're actually on the way to becoming a standard. Yeah, a couple years from now, your electronic devices, your laptop, your phone, might be Iota Tangle enabled. For real. All right, so we're going to talk about that. That's a long one, though. That story's a long one, and it gets very technically detailed, but we're going to get into it. And then, bang! This was the big news. I know, the big mega. Holy, every single website had this on there. Like, it's not that big of a deal, but it is something. So we're going to talk about it. VanEck launches a Bitcoin ETN on the Deutsche Börse Xetra. So, in other words, in the German stock exchange, etc. A Bitcoin ETN. So it'd be like launching an ETN on, the Dow Jones here. Oh yeah, Bitcoin. Oh yeah. And then here we go. Last story. Bang! We are going to hear from the mouth of Fidelity itself. The mouth. One of the mouths. Fidelity Investments is to support Ethereum. And look. Launch retail crypto. Oh, yeah, you knew it was coming. I told you it was coming. You know they're not going to let soccer mom and dad off that easy. Look. So let's begin how we began, because we got money to talk about. Bye. Yes. All right, guys. Oh, and so, hold on, before we go there, let me go back here first. Oh, so I want to thank you guys. Yesterday, I forgot that saying I was trying to say. I was trying to say something, and now you guys tweeted me and you showed me what it was. Necessity is the mother of invention. That's the thing I was trying to say yesterday. Necessity is the mother of invention. Right? When you got to do something, you'll figure it out. All right, so thank you guys for that. I had people commenting in my YouTube. I had people tweeting me privately. I had people tweeting in the chat. Yeah. Necessity is the mother of invention. All right. Thanks, guys. That was good. That was cool. It was funny. I was like, yes, that's it. All right, guys, let's get to do what we do, how we do, but not be how we be around these parts. Look, with a little bit of refresh. Eeps. Holy shit, Bitcoin just went down like $200 since I just sat here 10 minutes ago. All right, price of Bitcoin, $18,177. And when I left yesterday, Bitcoin was at $19,137, so it has gone down. What is that? Hold on, let me do the math. $960. $960 in one day. Yes. Look, little profit taking. Weekends. Look at this market right here. Red as fuck. Look. Top 10 of the day, brothers. Look, usual suspects. Hold on. Let me get myself. What the hell's going on around these parts? All right, now we're ready. Top 10 of the day, brothers. Usual suspects. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Tether, Bitcoin Cash, Chainlink, Litecoin, Polkadot, Cardano, and Binance Coin. Let's see what the market moves of the day are. Single to double digits down, pretty much. All right, look at these losses. 14% Chainlink. 13% Bitcoin Cash. Fuck everyone. No, look at all these double digits. All these low double digits right here. So that tells me a bunch of profit taking right there. A bunch of, I mean, the weekend we had was so mega. You know how weekends be. They want to get their little pocket change right now. Look at me, I just made $1,000. Oh, aren't you smart? All right. So they're getting their little pocket change right now. All right. So it's pretty much single digits to double digits down. Single to low double digits down. Single to low double digits down. Single to low double digits down. All right. Yeah, just some profit taking. I mean, look, every market, I mean, I've shown you guys when I trade, you know, that's how prices move. You know, they retrace. You know, I showed you on the trend, right? You see how prices go, wee. That's called a retrace. The swing is the retrace, right? Retrace. And so that's how prices are. The point is that, you know, as particularly for myself as a trend trader, I'm trading the trend. You know, so it's not the daily the daily up and down. It's the trend of the thing in the direction it's going. And so right here, you know, like, oh my gosh, man, Shomari, Bitcoin just went down $1,000 last night. Yeah, but hold on a second. What day is it today? 11/25. So today is, what is it? November. What is that? November 25th. Okay. So let's start at the beginning of November. Okay. With Shomari, Bitcoin's down to 18,000 now. Yeah. And when I talked to you on November 3rd, it was at 13,789. Okay. Settle down, fuckstick. It's like $5,000 more. Yeah, all right. Maybe it'll go down a couple more grand. Maybe it'll go down to 16. It was at 13 at the beginning of the month. So settle down, everybody. Settle down. These are normal market moves. Markets don't go up forever, obviously. I mean, for fuck's sakes. So it's a little retrace. And so what I'm saying is don't be down. Like, oh, Shomari, my portfolio looked so good yesterday and not so much today. Yeah, but at about a month or two from now, it's going to look even better than it is now. So don't worry, guys. The point is it's up more than it was a month ago, isn't it? All right, guys, so let's just do how we do. Look, just trying to give you a little confidence there. That's not confidence, it's just how markets work, you know. Weekends, you know, people come in, they make their little penny, their little pocket change. You know, what I'm trying to teach you here is market positioning, right? I mean, sure, I could teach you how to be a weekend, you know, just grab shit on the dip, wait till it goes up a little, sell, wait till it go, you know, but that's guessing. What this channel is about is market positioning, to get you to buy it, hodl it, not be a weekend, and get your full portion of money when the institutional investors arrive with the tsunami. Because there's a tsunami of money coming, and that's what you want to sell into. A tsunami, not just fucking retailers. You know, this little bullshit that we got going on here. So that's what this channel is about, to get position you for taking money on a tsunami. Right? A lot of these people here, oh man, I made $5,000, I made $10,000, I made $20,000 this weekend. Oh, aren't you a rich fucker? 20 whole grand, huh? Oh, isn't that great? Yeah, well, if you just hodl your shit till the tsunami arrives, you're going to make 200,000, motherfucker. You know, maybe 2 million. Anyways, so look. Let's proceed. All right, top 10 losers of the day. You see anything on here you like, go get it because it is on sale. Let's see what we got. Whoops. Wait, what happened there? There we go. Oh, no. Big time losses. Well, in comparison to, you know, from yesterday. So look, top 10 losers. Verge, Reserve Rights, Synthetics, Nano, Sushi Swap, Near Protocol, Loopring, Waves, Aragon, and Orchid. All right, let's see who made money today. Doesn't look like many. Yes. Yeah, those gains are skimpy. Skimpy next to nothing. All right. Top 10 gainers. Quant, Zilliqa, Blockstack, Elrond, ABBC Coin, HUSD, Horizon, TrueUSD, Bitcoin USD, Binance USD, USD Coin, and Tether. All right, let's see what the total market cap is. Wow. See? Exactly. Fucking weak hands. All right. Total market cap is $539 billion. Exactly. And when I left you yesterday, it was $579 billion. Exactly. So we've gone down exactly $40 billion. All right, 24-hour volume. What is that? All right. So 24-hour volume is $229.1 billion. When I left you yesterday, we were at $270.1 billion. So you've gone down $41 billion. All right. All right. Yeah, guys. Don't get worried. Don't get worried. You know, things don't go up forever. All right. It's a slow, steady process. Up, retrace. Wait. Up, retrace. Consolidate price. Up, retrace. Price consolidation. So look, we're going to retrace. We're going to consolidate price until our next move, whenever that will be. All right. Look, let's proceed. Normal market movements. Bang. Actually, that shows a healthy market, you know, in a sense. All right, so look. Bang. Iota aims for standardization of the protocol by OMG. I think it means, I don't think they mean till December 2020. I think they mean by December 2021. So by next year, 2021, by next year, December. So, you know, the Iota protocol, standard, fuck, Tangle, you know, Microsoft, Fujitsu, back in 2018, they said they wanted to standardize it. They said it was so good like that. And then we heard STM Micro, what was it called? STM Microelectronics, the biggest chip maker in Europe, said, oh, fuck, this thing needs to be the standard. And then that other company, some other company, the ones that made the motherboards that I showed you guys last year, the industrial use motherboards, right? And they put the Tangle right on the motherboards. It's already in there. It's already Tangle enabled. And so that's the vibe. That's really the vibe. Like, Ripple the standard. Wow. I don't know about that's not going to happen, but Iota is probably going to be a standard. In about 2 or 3 years, your devices, your laptops, your cell phones, shit like that, yeah, they're going to come Tangle enabled. You'll probably be able to, with your laptop, you know, by the time smart cities come around, you know, smart cities are going to have a lot of Iota in it. Well, in Europe anyway. I mean, we'll have to see what goes on here in America, but hey, you'll probably be able to interact with your smart city somehow through the Tangle. I don't know. But this is the real deal. They are working with the Object Management Group. That's the global, you know, there's going to be, you know, once 5G comes out and, you know, where you're going to have smart cities, and smart cities have all these nodes and shit. Well, they're called objects, whatever. I call them nodes and stuff, but they're called objects all around your city doing different sensoring and different stuff and, you know, whatever. And so this OMG thing is the standardization body of that stuff. All right. If that makes sense. Of course it makes sense, but I mean, I said it stupidly, but of those things. All right, so let's hurry up because this is actually a long one, in fact. I mean, I've just pretty much explained it to you, so what they want to do is they want to right. And then so they want to So let me just say it now, because we're going to skip through a little bit. This is a long article. I'm not going to read the whole thing. So what they want to do is they want to standardize the tangle. And this Iota Streams thing, you know, that Iota Streams thing we read about. And then later, they're thinking of standardizing Iota Access, the smart contracts, the self-sovereign identities, and streams of mobility is being investigated. So they want to, you know, the tangle, they're going to standardize, and then the rest of these tangle things, what do you call these? Fuck, is my brain not working or what? Well, services, smart contracts, self-sovereign identities, and all that are going to be, well, maybe will be standardized. All right, so look, let's just read. So in a blog post published yesterday, Mike Bennett, coordinator of standardization, outlined how the Iota Foundation wants to become the de facto standard for the distributed ledger technology and Internet of Things industry. The de facto. And it's not that Iota wants to do it, but other corporations want Iota to be the standards, right? Remember we read about all those companies, 188 companies? No, sorry. 80-something companies have already patented things around the tangle. Yeah, just getting ready for when it comes out, right? So as Bennett discussed, the vision of the Iota Foundation, IF, is to have formal standards defined by the Object Management Group and other bodies, while the IF itself publishes software libraries through the Eclipse Foundation and makes them known to the wider public through the Tangle EE. So they want to be known as the standard by the OMG, and then what they're going to do is they're also going to release, software libraries. Libraries are like a bunches of functions that programmers use to build around your thing, and they or build whatever, and then so they're gonna let them be, you know, known to the wider public so that anyone can build on it, right? All right. So it will become a standard, and while it's becoming a standard, they're going to unleash the code for the developers to build on what's coming in the future. Do you get what I'm saying? So if you're a developer and you're like, all right, well, this is about to be a standard, I'm gonna build some Tangle enabled, I don't know, whatever, something, and bang, you know. All right. So we will continue to develop Iota standards internally, liaise with the OMG and other standards bodies. All right, standards bodies. These are international standards bodies, and pilot these through from Iota de facto standards into internationally recognized. So there's it. We're going to go from Iota de facto standards into what? Internationally recognized standards. Bah! Right? Like USB is internationally recognized, right? Universal Serial Bus. That's what you plug your USB devices in. That's a recognized standard. You buy a laptop here, you buy one in China, you buy one in Africa, you buy one in South America. They all have USB. It's the standard. And that's what they want to be, a standard. So the current Iota standardization initiatives are mainly pursued within the OMG. The current next step is to submit it as a formal international standard through the OMG, which will introduce a formal level of control and governance, while giving users confidence that the standard can be used consistently across industries. So, same thing, right? Like, so they're going through the OMG. The OMG is going to represent them for international standardization. And if that goes through, well, like I said, you're going to have Tangle-enabled phones, laptops, etc., etc. Should we read all this shit? Because they get into a lot of just technical crap about that doesn't really matter. You know, the bottom line is they're trying to become standardized. You know, it's the RFC this and all this. You know, they're getting into too much detail here. But you guys know that I put the links to every story in the description of my videos. And so if you do want to get into the whole, every single fucking technical details of this, well, it's all right here. If you know what Let's RFP is and all that kind of stuff, and you want to know about it, well, go for it. Go for it. You can read it, all right? So we're going to be done with this story right now. Yeah, see, Yeah. So, and then at the very end, they just say they're going to look in more to standardize more IOTA stuff. All right. So, but that's basically what's going on. That's what's going on. That was too techie. I mean, give me a break. Don't understand any of that. But that's the vibes, guys. That's the vibes. IOTA, the standard for real, is coming. And, well, barring any major malfunctions or anything, which I don't see happening. And like I said, it's not IOTA trying to be this. Well, they are trying to be the standard, but long before they did this, other corporations were saying this Tangle thing is so amazing. This needs to be our standard. So it's the business world actually asking for it in a sort of a sense, right? Let's standardize this so that we are all on the same wavelength when we build our products and they can function together, right? So there it is, baby. If you are an IOTA hodler, bang! I mean, daggone. Yeah, IOTA, the standard. And if you're an IOTA hodler, well, you're going to own shares of a brand new international protocol. So nice. Bang! All right, let's move on. All right, this is the big one. VanEck launches physically backed. I don't think it's the biggest one, but it's the big one today. VanEck launches physically backed Bitcoin ETN on Deutsche Börse Xetra. So a Börse is just stock exchange in Deutsch obviously is Germany. So, can you see above my head? Let me see. Can you see this above my head? All right. So you see where it says, look at this, Facebook Libra. Watch this. Well, you can't see it, but I'm just going to read it. Facebook Libra hires former OCC prosecutor and central bank expert. So that Libra thing still is going on. I just mentioned it the other day. I was like, what happened to that thing? All right. So it's still around. Oh, so let's get back to this story, though. VanEck launches physically backed Bitcoin ETN in Deutsche Börse, etc. Bang! So why is this such a big deal? Well, it's a big deal for one thing for VanEck, in that they actually got to launch something. VanEck was getting dissed by the SEC last year for their, well, not getting dissed. They got dissed by the SEC when they tried to launch an ETF. They applied to launch an ETF here in America. That didn't work out. And so, well, I taught you what regulatory arbitrage is, right? Yeah, you want to do something in one country, they're not going to let you? No, fuck you. I'll go over here and I'll just do it over there. So they said, fuck you, Uncle Sam, and they went over to Germany and launched their thing there. So, bang, that's what regulatory arbitrage is. Oh, yeah, America, you're not going to let me rock? Fuck this. I'm not waiting around. I'll rock this over here in Germany. So, again, it's a Bitcoin ETP, which is the same thing as an ETF here in America. And this is on the Deutsche Börse Xetra. It's like being on, like I said, it's like being on the Dow Jones, on the Dow. It's the real deal. It's the real deal. And so, and that's right. And that's what I wanted to tell you. And what makes this so beautiful is that this is, bang, physically backed. Taking Bitcoins off the market. Taking them off the market. Get it? Thus creating scarcity. Yes, sir. A little bit of scarcity. All right, so let's proceed. And we'll yap at the appropriate time. Let's see what we got going on here. So, after spending much of 2019 unsuccessfully lobbying to get its exchange-traded fund, or ETF, approved by the United States SEC, Security and Exchange Commission, investment management fund VanEck has finally launched a Bitcoin exchange-traded product. Yay, VanEck. Regulatory arbitrage. They didn't let them do it here in America. The SEC denied them. They said, all right, well, fuck you. We'll head over to Europe. Look. However, According to a November 25 tweet from the company's digital asset strategist, Gabor Gubaks, the product is an exchange-traded note rather than an ETF, and is listed not on a U.S. exchange, but Germany's Deutsche Börse Xetra. Rather than being a mutual fund, an ETN is essentially a debt instrument tracking a sometimes hard-to-access market, which in this instance is Bitcoin. Right, exactly. It's not an ETP. It's an ETN, exchange-traded note. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not a master at exchange-traded notes, so I can't really tell you what that. I mean, it sounds like some sort of derivative, but it's not a derivative because it's actually going to hold it. So, anyways, rather than being a mutual fund, an ETN is essentially a debt instrument tracking a sometimes hard-to-access market, which in this instance is Bitcoin. So the VanEck Vector's Bitcoin ETN is 100% backed by what? Bang! Physical Bitcoin. So the more people invest in it, they got to keep buying more, taking them off the market, and offers investors direct exposure to the Bitcoin market in the trusted format of other regulated exchange-listed products. So fully regulated, obviously. Product manager Dominic Poyer explained. So our Bitcoin ETN is fully collateralized. Fully collateralized. Bang. This means that the money invested in the ETN is actually used to buy Bitcoin. It is actually used to buy them, taking them off the market. In this way, each ETN represents a certain amount of Bitcoin. The Bitcoin will be deposited and held in cold storage by Liechtenstein-based crypto custodian Bank Freak. VanEck put a lot of effort into trying to persuade the SEC to approve its Bitcoin ETF throughout the first part of 2019, but to no avail. And the Chicago Board Options Exchange withdrew the proposal in September, a month before the final decision was due. So that was last year. Remember, we were reading about that last year. They kept getting denied by the SEC. Same with the Winklevoss brothers. Same with ErisX. And the one that I really hate, the Bitwise denial. 10 exchanges for price discovery. You kidding me, SEC? Come on. That still just rubs me the wrong way. I know. I've been talking about it for years. It's rubbing me the wrong way, dude. I mean, get real. 10 exchanges for price discovery? Fuck off. All right, but look, enough. And so, as Cointelegraph reported, the company recently published research showing that Bitcoin is less volatile than many stocks listed on the S&P. Wow, that's a bunch of bullshit. Bitcoin's the most volatile asset in the world. Crazy? It just went down fucking $900 and something. What was that? Oh, hey. Wait, what's going on here? Oh, my bad. Right? It's the most volatile asset in the world. It just went down over $1,000 in one night. So look. But, well, and some of these went down. And then if you look at it, the percentage it went down. Yeah, that's only 4%. Yeah, but look at all the volatility in this space. 9% down on Ethereum. 6% down on XRP. 13% down on Bitcoin Cash, 14% down on Chainlink, 12% down on Litecoin. Yeah, motherfucker, you don't find stocks that go up or down 14%, 10% in a day. Like I told you, in the stock market world, if a stock goes up 9% in a year, oh, hey, it's a high flyer. Oh, it's a darling of Wall Street. Oh, a day, 14% Chainlink a day. Yeah, so this place is volatile as fuck, obviously. Look, don't worry about it. We're still going to make our daggone loot. And so here it is. VanEck launches a physically backed ETN. And so the other thing about this is that, they already have ETPs and shit in Europe. So this is just adding to the mix. I guess the reason everyone talked about it all day today in all the websites was because it's an American company going over, practicing regulatory arbitrage and going over to Europe and launching the shit that America the SEC here in America wouldn't let them launch, right? Which is what regulatory arbitrage is. You want to kill the cute puppies, can't do it in America, but you may be able to do it in Kazakhstan. Look, to find a cure for cancer. All right, so look, I talked to you about that yesterday, I believe, right? So, bang, there you go, and let's move on. Bang, look. Wow, now this is the juice right here. Fidelity executive says investment giant will support Ethereum. Oh. So if you can't afford those Bitcoins right now, a $300 Ethereum might be a wise alternative. I told you get those large caps. Oh, it's $500 now? Oh, that's right. We did go up all that way. Anyway, that's a lot cheaper than a daggone Bitcoin. Just saying, when you hear Fidelity say words like that, bang, that we will support Ethereum, well, fuck sticks. You don't have to think about that. Oh, we're going to hear from the guy right now. Oh, yeah. We're going to hear from this Fidelity guy right now. And launch Bitcoin and crypto trading services for retail clients. Look. Holy. You know what happens when Fidelity unleashes on soccer mom and dad? Daggone. It's game over. That's a wrap. But remember, these are Bitcoin services, and this one that they'll support Ethereum, so. But like we know, when Bitcoin goes up, it drags the whole market up with it, right? Look at all these coins that went up this weekend. Yeah, on nothing. Right? On nothing. Just the fact that Bitcoin went up. Right? I see all these Ripple lovers out there. Yeah, look at my Ripples. Yeah, but it's based on nothing. Look at hemp coin. Hemp coin went up all these points. Yeah, it's based on nothing. And so that's why I always tell you, make sure that shit you're invested in is generating revenue, because when smart money gets here, this whole based on nothing shit is not going to work anymore. It's going to decouple. That's called decoupling. Right now, it's coupled. Bitcoin goes up, it drags everything. But soon, it's going to decouple. Bitcoin might go up, down, or whatever, and this will do its own thing. So they'll be decoupled. All right, in the stock market, Microsoft shares go up, maybe Ford's go down. Right? All right, anyway, let's get over that crap. Let's get back to Fidelity. But bang! So let's listen to what this guy's got to say. So, yeah. Oh, and so the Ethereum thing I was talking about. Yeah, so, you know what I mean? If you're too scared to, or, you know, it seems a little pricey about the Bitcoin, well, don't make any excuses and not get some Ethereum. I'm Ethereum heavy. I'm already Ethereum heavy. Look! Might have to load up a little more. So look, the head of sales and marketing at Fidelity Digital Assets, Christine Sandler, says Fidelity will greatly expand its crypto offerings in the future. The big question is when. And so like I was telling you, so let me yap a little bit for a second. So like I was telling you, you know, I've been wondering like, yeah, what's going on? Why aren't they, you know what the thing is that, you know, not enough. So why aren't they launching stuff for the retail investors yet? Why aren't they launching anything for the retail investors yet? Some 401ks, some IRAs. Because there's not enough demand yet. People don't know it's here. I'm not going to offer a product if people don't even understand what the fuck, right? Like, do you understand? There's not enough people who understand what Bitcoin is, never mind distributed ledger technology or any of that. And so it's not time for them to do it yet. But let's read. In a new interview on the Unchained podcast, Sandler said the investment giant, which currently offers Bitcoin investment services for institutional clients, is constantly analyzing the retail sector. When asked if Fidelity will serve retail clients, Sandler called such a launch, but inevitable. So I've told you, it's inevitable. It's going to come. It's going to come. It's going to come. Daggone, it's going to come badly. Well, I want it to come badly. It's going to reach, but people need to be, you need to have consumer education. Consumers need to know, you know, just about this space, right? I mean, offering a product that no one understands about, it's not helpful. It's like, I'm trying to think of something like I can't think of anything because no one's stupid enough to do that, but just, people have to know about something, right? Oh, so like wheatgrass. Okay, when I was a kid, there was a thing called wheatgrass. And not weed grass, not like marijuana, but wheatgrass. It was like a superfood thing, right? And like, so there were some of us who knew about wheatgrass and all that. And it was a big niche market. But, wheatgrass, it's so amazing. Everybody should be drinking it, to tell you the truth. But because people don't know so much about it, they don't drink it. Like wheatgrass, if you're tired and you're fucking all this, and you drink some of it in the morning before work, bang, you are super energized. Like, it's crazy. And they used to have wheatgrass juicers that you could buy for your house and juice your own wheatgrass. Yeah, but not many people knew about it, so it didn't become mass, sort of mass adopted, right? It was only niche. If you were in the know, you were in the know. And so that's what's going down is that. All right, so let's just read on and then I'm going to yap a little more. Hold on. So we're going to continue with this lady, Christine Sandler from Fidelity. She says, of course, inevitable. So about retail investors. She says, of course, inevitable. We think about it all the time. And we do obviously get a lot of inbound interest from retail clients. And as we said before, though, for us to be a really great institutional provider, we have to remain focused on this institutional client and not to take away from that focus. So right now, they're focusing on the institutional clients, and which is smart, right? I mean, because with what's going down with what the OCC did with the banksters, and as we know, all these funds, like I just read you, this VanEck ETN and all the ETPs that are going over there in Europe and stuff like that. It's all around Bitcoin, right? So for now, it's just Bitcoin. So it doesn't include your VeChains, your Iotas, your Stellars, and that. It's just around Bitcoin, right? But, and that's what the institutions are interested in right now, right? So that's what Fidelity is. Obviously, she said it right here. That's what we're focused on right now. She says that's what we remain focused on for now. But she says it's not on the new. Ah, shit. Hold on a second. Someone's at my door. But all right. Where were we here? Where were we? So, the lady from Fidelity, right? So about the retailer, she says, of course, inevitable. And then we were down here, but right now they're remaining focused on the institutions, and that makes sense, right? Like institutional money, well, they're going to get more money than that. I mean, more money than a retailer. I mean, we can focus on soccer mom and dad buying half a Bitcoin, quarter Bitcoin here and there, or we can focus on institutional investors who are buying 1,000 at a time, right? And so that's what that's what they're going for first. And then, once soccer mom and dad are around, are aware, they release it later. Like I told you, man, I think personally, what I think is going down with Bitcoin is the institutions are coming in, buying it all up. And I told you, it's going to be something like if a regular person owns one, like if you, the viewer of my channel, own one of these, 5 years from now, people are going to be like, wow, you actually own a whole Bitcoin. It's going to be like that. Like, wow, you own a Berkshire Hathaway stock. That's Warren Buffett's company, right? If you own a Berkshire Hathaway stock, it's like, wow, right? Yeah, that's how Bitcoin's going to be. It's going to be like a status symbol, you know what I mean? You own it just to say yes, like owning a Lamborghini, like, yes, I own a Lambo, of course, like that. And that's going to be driven by institutions just gobbling it all up first. I mean, we read the other day, there's only 4.1 million of these things left, right? And so there's not enough for everybody. And so that's going to drive the value way up because people are not going to stop. The value will just continue to go up and up no matter what. Like, even if imagine this. Well, we're not going to have to imagine. You'll probably see this, and this is what I think is going to happen. Let's put it that way. When we finally reach the limit, and there's no more Bitcoin left to be mined, and then just what is here is here. Yeah, well, you're going to have people willing to pay exorbitant amounts, right? The party is going to continue. People will just keep upping and upping and upping and upping the price, right? They'll get down to shit like this, where when Fidelity wants to offer crypto to its retail investors, well, retailers will be buying Satoshi's worth. You know what I mean? Right now we buy half a Bitcoin, 1 Bitcoin. A couple of years from now, your neighbors in that will buy, blah, 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 Satoshi's worth of it. You see what I'm saying? That's how their level of interacting with this asset will be, on that tiny, tiny Satoshi level of it. And still making money, right? Obviously not as much as those of us who actually own whole Bitcoins, right? All right, so it's not on. So this is what the lady says. It's not on the near-term roadmap to offer access to retail. Retail has some wonderful, robust options, whether it's players like PayPal and Square that are known to them, where they use them all the time, or a more digitally native offering like Coinbase. So she's saying, look, the retailers can go to Coinbase and PayPal to get their shit. We're not focused on that yet. Don't worry, they will be. Don't worry, they'll be off. Soccer mom and dad will be getting their 401ks. So when it comes to supporting other crypto assets, Sandler says Ethereum is currently on the roadmap. But when you hear someone like this lady from Fidelity say, oh yeah, we're gunning for Ethereum next. Exactly. Like I told you, Ethereum and Bitcoin, they're not owned by anyone, right? All this wannabe money stuff is privately issued money. Fuck, I could issue a fucking Shomari dollar. Get real. And the other half of this space is distributed ledger technology providers, your VeChains, your Iotas, your Stellars, which are just regular companies, right? But Ethereum and Bitcoin are more commodities in that they're not owned by a company, right? There's no CEO of Ethereum. There's no CEO of Bitcoin. It's just there. It's just people keeping it alive, right? Growing it, right? And that's what that's what's regulated here in America, right? We'll get around to all this privately issued money and the distributed ledger technologies later, but for now we have these two and they're commodities and they are good to go here in America. All right, so what I'm saying, and so the other thing I'm saying is, look, here she is. She says it. Ethereum is currently on the roadmap. So look, these Ethereums are going to fly. I mean, they're already going to fly, but just if you needed any assurance, here it is. It's clearly on the roadmap, Laura. I would be remiss if I could state a date, but definitely on the roadmap. So they don't know when, but it's coming. And she said definitely. So it's not a thing of maybe we're going to have Ethereum. Their next big thing is going to be Ethereum. And like she just said, they're focusing on their institutional clients. So there's going to be institutional purchases of Ethereum. Big chunks. Yes. So I think to be a digital asset custodian and offering proof of stake assets, you definitely have to offer staking services. It puts you at a disadvantage. So I'd expect us to build up those services once we can support Ethereum. So Sandler says the focus among large investors in the crypto space remains centered on the leading cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. To be quite candid, most of what we hear is Bitcoin. On occasion, we do hear from investors that are seeking access to Ethereum, but most of what we still hear is Bitcoin. So the predominant institutional narrative is about Bitcoin. So that's the thing. Digital gold. It's now being accepted amongst the institutions, amongst the corporates, amongst the financial firms, everything. It's a thing now. And so get your hands on as much as you can. And you know, what's good about that, like I said, is that Bitcoin drags the market up. The market is still coupled to Bitcoin. So as long as these guys keep buying Bitcoin, well, your holdings will go up too. Of course, when smart money gets here, your holdings better be stuff that is actually generating revenue, or those will be shorted badly. So just so you remember. Okay, guys, and so here's a little video. What is Bitcoin doing with the Bitcoin it mines? It's mined. You know, that's Christine Sandler. So you know that Fidelity's been mining Bitcoin since 2014. And so they've been asking, so what did you guys do with the money? Actually, I haven't watched the video myself, so I don't have the answer. I just tell you right now. But if you're interested to know what they did with it, go check it out. And so this is mega news. When you hear a mega monster like Fidelity say stuff like that. So let's break it down. Let's summarize this real quick. Fidelity says, look, we're in it for Bitcoin. We're in deep with Bitcoin right now, and we're offering that to our institutional investors for now. That's our focus. Then we're going to roll out Ethereum for our institutional investors next. Then, eventually, we'll get around to the retailers. And so that seems to be the roadmap of their offerings in this crypto space. And I mean, and that's just Bitcoin and Ethereum they're talking about. I mean, you know, once all this other stuff gets regulated, maybe they have a, you know, Bitcoin, or you know, distributed ledger technology AI fund. So all the artificial intelligence DLT services providers in one fund, right? Or the distributed ledger technology supply chain fund. And so any crypto doing supply chain stuff is in that fund. And so that's way down the road. We'll see. But all right, so there it is, though. Fidelity, buy. Yes. Here they come. All right, let's move on. Buy. What we got? Ooh, everybody's right here. Boom. Let's see what's going on. Just Delavina. Look. Live with the Sheba, though. Buy. Bitcoin Kong. Wow. Yes. Live with the Sheba, though. Buy. Bitcoin. Live with the Sheba, though. Buy. Andrew Potato. Oh, you're one of the ones who sent me the thing about blah, blah, blah. Necessity is the mother of invention. Thanks, brother. Love to see you there. Bang. I know. I couldn't remember that, man. Fuck. It's such a cool saying, too. And those beautiful brawl is, love you, lady, see you, lady. Bang. Mr. Percy, love you, see you, brother. Bang. The D-Pact. Look, Karen. Love you, girl, see you, girl. XRP holder. Love you, girl, see you, girl. Bang. Look, Hollywood. Love you, see you, brother. Tron Master. Bang. Deep Entertainment. Soul, brother. Yes. Love you, see you, brother. Bang. Good. We got here. Bitcoin Kong's got a piggy wig ape. Look, all day till, one day till Fatty gets to, what? One day till Fatty gets to feast. Look. Bang. Iota to be a standard. Boom. VanEck launches an ETF in Germany. Boom. Fidelity says, look, Ethereum. Boom. But also they said, look, we'll get around to the retail. Boom. And that's the big money. Bang. All right. Thank you, Piggy Wiggy. That's good enough. We got Bitcoin. Oh, this shit. I know. I saw this. I know Libra didn't go anywhere, but just like it's sort of been radio silence for the past 6 months on Libra. But anyways, Bitcoin says, CB News. What, Bitcoin? BISCON Trails launches protocol to help developers build on Libra. Yeah, so they're actually I get this QT protocol thing. Developers are going to get to build around Libra right now before it even launches. So when Libra launches, there's actually going to be stuff, I don't know, for it to get used on or something like this. And so, yeah, so it looks like this Libra thing is still going on. I don't know, I haven't heard about it for a while. So, but there you go. Bang! Libra's still on the way. Thank you, Mark Zuckerberg. Thank you, Mark Zuckerberg. Thank you, Mark Zuckerberg. All right, BDM, what you got now? CB News, what? VanEck launches Bitcoin exchange traded note on Deutsche Börse. Yes, that's what I just preached about, brother. Bah! Absolutely. Augustine Chinadu followed me. All right. Augustine Chinadu. I am an easygoing individual who's open-minded, not also in love with nature. Oh, and also in love with nature. Put a little A right there, brother. Love with the sea, brother. Bang! All right. Slappy. Love with the sea, brother. Bang! Holding down the north. Oh, this is the thing you were talking about in the thing. In the chat. The Digibyte thing. I see. Yeah. So they're going to be on the Microsoft Azure thing. Great stuff. All right. Did we already do this guy? New lame. Anyway, followed me. Love with the zebra, the bang. All right, that's good enough. All right, good enough. Bang. Look, bang. Welcome back. Yes. Welcome back to the command center, the Death Star. So look, we had a great show for you today. Bang. Oh, yeah. Big talk. All right, so Iota aims for standardization, and so that's what it was, man. That Tangle thing. I told you, this Tangle thing blows blockchains away. The Tangle makes blockchains look like dog shit, right? Blockchains are always worried about security and scalability and speed and all. Iota is infinitely scalable. Scale it as much as you want. The transactions are almost instant. There's no worry about the speed. You can't hack it. It's quantum proof. Like it makes blockchains just look like your grandma's, 1970 Chevy or some crap, compared to like a 2020 Lambo, yeesh. That was a drastic comparison. But yeah, the Tangle is amazing, and here it really is. I mean, standardization, like I said, back in 2018, Q2, I remember Microsoft and Fujitsu were like, oh man, this is the shit. Fujitsu said we're going to be putting this in all our IoT stuff. Like that's what they said. And then last year, right, that one motherboard maker was like, we're gonna put it right on we're gonna put a Tangle chip right on our motherboards. And then that other microchip company in Europe, they were just like, look, and they patented like 80 patents around just the Iota, that one company, like, daggone. So there it is. I mean, seriously, 5 years from now, I don't know about 5, maybe like 2-3 years from now, your computers in that are going to come fucking Tangle enabled. All right, Iota Tangle enabled. Hold on one second, guys. Bang, all right. So yeah, your shit's going to become, Tangle enabled. And this is the real deal. And so, and now from the investor standpoint, well, Shomari, what does that mean for us? I mean, that's what I'm wondering. I mean, just like USB, Universal Serial Bus, the USB ports you guys plug stuff into, we all plug stuff into. I don't know. There was no company behind it. It was just sort of released, and it just became the standard. And so what's different about this is that we own, Iotas, right? So I view Iotas, all the Iotas I own, I view them as a stock of Iota. Although Iota is a foundation. It's not a corporation. It's a foundation. So it's a nonprofit organization. And so that is a little weird. And so I'm wondering how that's going to pan out. Like I said, it's not a corporation. It's a charity. It's a nonprofit organization. And so, but owning them, Iota's, if it's going to be the standard, it can't be bad to own them. Let me put it that way. All right, so let's just leave it at that. But there it is. You want to know a standard. People used to say, Ripple the standard. Yeah, fuck that. Well, here we go. Iota, about to be standardized by that one group. And that group is going to take them to the international standardization bodies. And that's it. That's it. I mean, and like I said, they've got major corporates that are backing that. They want it. Right? Fujitsu, Microsoft were like, oh, this is amazing. We want it. Like, that was back in 2018. And so, that was like 3 years ago. And so, finally, here it is. Here's this Iota standardization thing. So, and so, again, as an investor, so you think you're going to make a lot of money off it? I think so. But, again, it is a nonprofit organization. So, I don't know what that's going to do for our coins and stuff, Whereas if it's a real corporation, well, bang, that's like shares. All right, well, they'll fly, but I'm not too sure about Iota. So we'll see. And then VanEck launches a Bitcoin ETN on the Deutsche Börse Xetra. So exactly. So two things in this instance. My favorite is the regulatory arbitrage they pulled. The SEC said, "Nah, we're not going to let you do it here in America." They were like, "Oh yeah, well fuck you. We'll just head over to Germany and do it." And Germany obviously allowed them, right? And so you have to think about that. That's the other thing. So think of the standard that Germany used to allow it, right? Because, I mean, they have to do the application and everything just like they did with the SEC here. It's not like you just get to go over to Germany and do whatever you want. Yeah, you go to apply just like you have to apply here. You have to apply with the SEC. The SEC either approves or denies you. Yeah, well, the same in Germany. You have to apply with their regulatory bodies, and they either approve or deny you. Obviously, Germany approved this ETN, and so I'd like to know what the standards were, how they got their ETN, which is basically an ETF, approved in Germany but couldn't get approved here. I'm telling you, the SEC, they really... And there you go, SEC, you motherfuckers. You just drove away an American company, and now that company's over there servicing the German population, right? And so I hope this new administration, I hope the SEC will be more amendable to, investment vehicles like ETFs and stuff like that. So that's the one point. But then the other point is, bang! There's a Bitcoin ETN on the Deutsche Börse. That is like being on the Dow Jones, right? That's their version of Dow Jones, the Deutsche Börse. Or, sorry. Deutsche Börse means German stock exchange. I mean the Börse Xetra. Xetra is the name of the exchange, sorry. It's not called Deutsche Börse. That's just German exchange. But German exchange Xetra, that's the name of the exchange. All right. And so, that just creates... well, first of all, institutions can come get it because it's fully regulated, fully licensed, all that. And then if Germany is anything like America, I don't know how the Germans are, but here in America, ETFs and shit like that are standard procedure. Standard. American soccer moms and dads, they come home every night. They fire up their little E-Trade account, their little Charles Schwab's account, and they buy and sell and trade ETFs all the time. And so an ETN is just basically an ETF. And so I don't know how the Germans are with that, but if they're anything like Americans, bang, they should bring some retail money into the space as well. Again, it's just one investment vehicle, so it's not, let's not overblow things, you know what I mean? But this is a major deal. All right, so bang. And then finally, Fidelity to support Ethereum and launch retail crypto. So it sounds like we just went through. They're already servicing institutions now. That's what we give a fuck about. That institutions are coming at this stuff. I mean, we want soccermom.com, but look, we want people buying not one Bitcoin, but 1,000 Bitcoins at a time, right? And that's what institutions do. And so Fidelity is supporting their institutional clients right now in terms of Bitcoin. And then, but they said they next plan to service Ethereum. So just as an investor, when I hear shit like that, well, fuck, I start loading up on Ethereum, don't I? It's not rocket science, because you know what's going to happen when Fidelity does do that. Well, it's going to fly like crazy. Hold on, some fuckstick is at my door again. 1 second. But, all right. Fuck, that was my boy Sean. One of the few Americans I actually know. Yeah, he's moving his shit off. He's got shit on Binance. He's like, yeah, man, I just moved my shit off there. He said he got the email. I didn't get the email yet, but I don't know if it's you have 14 days from when you get the email, or are they just like, look, all you Americans have 14 days to get the hell off our system, so I'm just going to clear my whole thing off. I'm just going to take a couple hours and just do a full house cleaning. And I suggest you probably should too if you're an American and you're at Binance International. Just do a full house cleaning, get all your shit off there, and just to the ledgers, or wherever else you want to put it. But, you know, you don't want to have, you got fucking 40 G's up in there, and then all of a sudden, bang, you're locked out. And you're like, hey, guys, just let me take my shit off. And they're like, no, we told you, or some sort of excuse or something, some sort of bullshit. All right, so anyways, though, but, yeah, he moved his shit. Smart. Okay, and then, so where were we? Oh, Fidelity. Oh, the Ethereum. Fuck, I don't remember exactly what point I was making, though. But anyways, yeah, so now I do. Yeah, so, well, any smart investor knows if Fidelity says, look, we're going to be servicing Ethereum soon. Well, load up. I mean, I don't tell people what to do with their money. This isn't financial advice, but just in my opinion, if you can't afford the Bitcoin, which is already going to be bang, 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 driven up massively, well, not just from Fidelity, but from all the corporations also using it as a reserve, and all of these investment vehicles, ETNs, ETPs, and stuff being built around it. If you can't afford the Bitcoin, yeah, Ethereum is your next one. Ethereum is your next one because, like I said, it's not owned by a company, and it's more like a commodity. You know what I mean? Like Bitcoin is a commodity, like a brick of gold, right? I know that crypto people want Bitcoin to be some sort of money, but obviously that's not going to happen. How's everyone going to use it for money if all the corporations own it all? So anyway, that's just a silly thing. But so, but if you can't afford Bitcoin, you might want to get some Ethereum. And then the beauty of that story is that she said, the Fidelity lady, she said, when asked about are they going to get to the retail market, she said, it's inevitable. Which is smart, which it makes sense. They're starting at the institutional level, the big money. Then they'll work their way down to the retail level, right? Which is a bummer for retailers who don't have Bitcoin now, because by the time they get around to the retail level, Bitcoin is probably going to be like $50,000, $60,000 or something like that. So we see how that works. Anyways, that's enough of my yap. Let's chill it and kill it. Boom, ski back to your wives and lives. Subscribe below, press the bell. You get an automatic notification when I do the show. The greatest show on earth. The greatest show. Yes. In the multiverse. Look, my name's Shomari Clarke. Live talking money. Bang. Live talking crypto. Bang. It's the favorite time of my day. So look, thanks for having me in your home. And I will see you tomorrow for another fun fact daily of cryptoness. So until then, subscribe here. Boom. Watch this video here. Greatest in the multiverse. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Look, my name's Shomari Clarke, and I am always on duty. Watching that bread, baby. Look. Bye. Yes. Oh. And happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Sorry. All right. Over and out. Fuck, forgot about that.